Okay, so had a little issue with the phone. This is number 11 worked out. 5D plus 30 equals 755. Subtract 30, you get 725. Divide by 5, you get 145. Okay, now number 12, we've got n minus 2 times n plus 4 over 5n minus 10, and we want to know the number that makes it undefined. So to do that, you always set your denominator equal to 0 and solve. So we add 10. So 5n equals 10, divide by 5. So n can't be 2. It can't be 2. So make sure you put that not through your equal sign on that. Okay, but you always take the denominator, set it equal to 0 and solve. Make sure you show your work. Then let's see, number 13, we are solving y equals 2 over 3x. And 8x plus 8y equals 40. So I would plug in. It's going to be kind of icky to plug in, isn't it? You know what we could do? Everything in this bottom one is divisible by 8. So I could have x plus y equals 5. Now, if I take that 2/3 x and plug it in for y, so now I take that 2/3 x and plug it right in for y. So then when I add 1x and 2/3 x, well, 1x is just 3 over 3x. So that'd be 5 over 3x equals 5. So then we multiply by 3 over 5. This is like 5 over 1, so the 5's cancel, and you're left with 3. So x should be 3, and then you plug that back in. So we could plug that back into the y equals 2/3 x pretty easily. So y equals 2 over 3 times 3. The 3's cancel and y equals 2. So make sure you write it as an ordered pair, 3, 2. It's not the only way to solve it. You could have plugged that in as is and gone from there, but I did notice that all of them are divisible by 8. So if you notice that, do that. Divide by that number first and then make it easier. Then number 14, you want to know if that is an arithmetic sequence. Looks like it is. It looks like your common difference is 7 because you're adding 7 every time. So that's an arithmetic sequence. So yes, it is arithmetic. And then you want to find the next two terms. So you take 7 plus 12 and get 19. And you take 19 plus 7 and get 26. That's all I want to see on arithmetic sequences like that. Okay? Then on 15, a Toy Story marks up the price. They purchased it at $22. They're marking it up by 35%. What is the markup in the new price? So they're marking it up by 35%. So you do 22 times 0.35 to get your markup. So 22 times 0.35 gives you 7.7. So $7.70. Make sure you write it. Make sure you show that that's your markup. Then you take 22 and add $7.70 to it. So it'd be $29.70 as your new price. So make sure you have both of those answers. Make sure you've written it as dollars and cents with the dollar sign and the 0 after the 7. So make sure you've got that written correctly. That's number 15. Number 16, solve the equation absolute value of x equals 7. So x is plus or minus 7. That's all you do on something like that. Number 17, you've got a scarf that is 3a plus 7 and 3a minus 7. This is your length and this is your width. And you want the area. So area is length times width. Well, this is a special case because they're conjugates. Everything's the same but the signs. So you square the 3a, you square the 7, and you put a subtraction sign. It becomes the difference of two squares. They're conjugates, and they become the difference of two squares. It's inches squared, so make sure you label it. I'm labeling it. Make sure you label it. Make sure you label it on the test. So make sure you're following your review to a T on the test, and we'll be good. Least common multiple of 8, 11, and 16. So I think the easiest way to least common multiple is product of primes. 2 times 2 times 2 for 8. 11 is just 11. And 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So you need the factors where they appear most. So you need the 4 2's and you need the 11. So that's basically just 16 times 11. So 176. So there's your least common multiple. Make sure you multiply it out. Make sure you show your product of primes, show them here, and then multiply it out, okay? Then on number 19, you've got